Right, good evening circuit trainers. Monday evening, 6:30. Three circuits now. I thought I'd make it a little bit slightly different to usual. If you came on Thursday, there was a lot of leg work, a lot of jumping around, lots of leg work. So tonight I thought we'd have something a bit different, a bit more CV and strength work based. So let's jump in up and down. I know, exciting. Some people are probably pleased about that. I hope you are. But we're going to get warmed up as usual. So let's get going. Just rolling the shoulders, rolling round backwards, warming them up, getting the shoulder joints moving. Hope you've all had a good weekend. Normally at this time of year, rotate the shoulders the other way. Normally this time of year, the clocks go back, and over the years we've realised that with the live classes, there was always a drop in attendance. There's something about the clocks going back that make people not want to go out. Maybe it's because it's dark, it could be. Take the whole of the arm round. It's certainly not great outside, is it? It's all gone a bit dark and cold, but never mind. We'll still be here. Take them round the other way. Getting the arms and the shoulders and the chest starting to work, getting a little bit of blood flowing in there. Arms down now, just lifting the knees to waist height. Moving the hips, moving the knees. Lifting the heels now, lifting the heels up towards your backside. Still moving the knees, getting some work now in the hamstrings. And knees down, heels down, knees up. Turn the body, opposite elbow to your knee, getting some rotation through the spine. Start to get the muscles in the back ready to do some work too. Let's go to some squats. Feet shoulder width apart, knees in front of the toes. Stick your backside out. Down you go. Squeeze the glutes to come back up. Nothing too drastic yet, don't go too low. You're just warming up. Take your time. Some forward lunges. Stepping forward, taking the back knee towards the floor, pushing up off the front foot. Back to standing, alternate sides. Take it backwards now, rear lunges, stepping out backwards, taking the knee down towards the floor, again pushing up off the front foot. Standing up, feet wide, lunging left and right. Just warming up the inner and outer thighs. Get some movement through the hips. Reaching down now, opposite toe. Getting a bit more work through the back, a little bit of rotation. Still lunging left and right. Bring it up to the middle, reaching left, reaching right, turning on the toe. Just take it overhead, reach out, stretching all the way down through the sides. And just jogging now on the spot. Raising the heart rate, getting the blood flowing, getting ready to do a bit of CV work is what we're going to do first. Got 3 circuits. Just lift the heels, lifting the heels. Knees up, push them up. Bring it down, grab yourself a quick drink, have a little break. Hope you've all got a drink, put a mat and a towel, and obviously you're probably inside, unless you happen to have some floodlights for outside. Just be aware of the furniture around you, any people, cats, dogs, that kind of thing. Make sure you're exercising safely. Right, we're going to start with 30 seconds, 6 exercises, twice through. So just 6 minutes of CV work, just to get you nice and warmed up. Then really after that we're going to concentrate on some strength work. You will need your mats because we're going to do some jacks first, then some split thrusts, so you'll need your mat, high knees, spotty dogs, bit of wood chop on the left, bit of wood chop on the right, and then we'll go through again. 30 seconds each. Are you ready? 30 seconds, jacks, let's go. Hands from the waist to overhead, landing with the feet wide, knees soft, protecting your knees. Take it down to half jacks if you want to, entirely up to you. Down you go, split thrusts onto your hands, hands under the shoulders, put your weight on your hands, alternate the feet, keep the abs tight. It's very much about bringing the knees into the chest, pushing the feet out, tapping the toe, extending the leg. Hopefully your backside's not bouncing up and down too much. Onto your feet, high knees, push the knees up. Go at your own pace, whatever suits you. The slower you go, the higher you want to push the knees. Ready? Spotty dogs. Spotty dogs. Alternate the feet, alternate the arms. If you want to take this down. Rear lunges, reaching with both hands, okay? Otherwise, spotty dogs. Come on, wood chop on the left, lifting the knee, aiming for the opposite shoulder, hands diagonally across the body, bring them together. At your own pace, whatever speed you want to go. Swap sides, wood chop on the right. Keep moving. Warming up. Back to jacks. Let's go. Down you go, split thrusts on your hands. Extending the leg, tapping the toe, bringing the knee in towards the chest. Keeping your abs engaged. Trying to keep your back flat. Up you come, on your feet, push the knees up, using your hands, keeping time. Taking it into spotty dogs. Alternating the feet, alternating the arms. Keep going. 2 exercises left. Wood chop on the left. At your own pace. Thought it was a bit cold in here when we started. Swap sides, wood chop on the right. As usual, turns out it isn't at all. Hold it there, bring it down, grab a drink, mop your brow and all that. Cool. That raised your heart rate? I hope so. Right, 2 more circuits. They're all about 45 seconds. What it's about, I mean, exercises of 45 seconds each. 12 exercises at 45 seconds each, which is 9 minutes. 9 minutes per circuit. Both of them are going to be like that. First one, we're going to do 4 exercises. Well, it's 4 by 3. It's a variation of press up, squats, an abs exercise and a plank exercise. I'll tell you what we're doing as we go. You're going to need your mat. You're definitely going to need your mat. You're going to be doing them for 45 seconds. It's all about strength exercises today, so you don't need to do them quickly, you need to do them well. That's the thing. I'll give you some alternatives as we go. We're going to start with wide press ups for 45 seconds. Let's go. To your mat. Hands wide at the shoulders, from the toes or the knees, whatever is your choice. Lowering the torso towards the floor. Have you got your abs tight? When you come up, should be a nice flat plank position. Your backside shouldn't be sagging down here nor pushed up here. Nice and flat in that plank. Up and down. Your press ups. Wide arm press ups, elbows are going out away from the shoulders as you lower yourself towards the mat. Come up onto your feet. We're going to go for squats next. Feet shoulder width apart. Push the backside out behind you. Keep your knees behind your toes. Arms out in front, bit of counterbalance. You can go as low as you want to. Go as low as you can. Squeeze the glutes to come back up. Just under 10 seconds to go. Down to the mat, alternate knees, 2 elbows. Abs tight. Lift the shoulders, lift the knee, turn the body, opposite knee, 2 elbow. Take it down. Do an oblique crunch if you wish, still lifting the knees. Otherwise, alternate knees, 2 elbows. For the whole 45 seconds. We're into the last 5 seconds now. Over into plank. You're going to do plank and punch. High or low planks, up to you, from the knees or the toes, entirely up to you. Abs fully engaged, belly button pulled into the spine. So as you're reaching out in front, you're just going to 3 points of contact. You're keeping your balance, so you're keeping your back flat. To do that, you've got to engage your core. Pull the belly button in. Zip up the pelvic floor, hold it all tight so you can reach out in front without waving your hips around. Close arm press, so you're back to your mat, hands under the shoulders this time, from the knees or the toes, entirely up to you. This time, elbows tight into the ribs. Core still engaged. Torso's rigid. As you work in the arms to lower yourself to the floor and push yourself away, back up into a plank position. Keep the elbows tight into the ribs so you're working the triceps. Squat and lunge this time. Squat and lunge. Into your squat. Take it down, come out, forward lunge, squat again, keeping the knees behind the toes, into the forward lunge, alternate the legs as you go. Deep squat, getting that back knee close to the floor as you can on the lunge. Right, down to the mat again. Sit up and twist this time. On your backside, feet flat, knees up. Engage the abs, lift the shoulders away from the floor. Little twist either side. Lower the shoulders. Back to the floor, under control. Abs are always engaged. Don't come up so far that the abs disengage. You'll feel it happen. You come up, you get to about here, and you feel it's all gone a bit soft. You need to be a little bit further back. Get your twist in either side. If you just want to take it down to oblique crunches, you can as you get tired. Okay, what we got next? Plank and tap. Plank and shoulder tap, back into your plank position. From the knees or the toes. Ideally up on the hands, get it all tight. You're lifting one hand away from the mat at a time. You're keeping it all rigid, keeping it all flat. Your hips aren't waving from side to side or rotating. Have your feet a little bit further than you normally would for plank, give yourself a fighting chance. You can take the taps nice and slowly because that makes it harder and that's what you want, isn't it? Okay, T press ups this time. T press ups again, wide arm presses, hands are wide at the shoulders, from the knees or the toes, lower yourself towards the mat, push back up, roll over into a side plank, come back down and repeat on the other side. Let's come back up onto your feet. Squats, just with the pulse this time though. Take yourself down low, knees behind the toes, and you're just pulsing. Little pulses. Take that squat low. Make sure your quads are working, backside stuck out, hands out in front, keeping your balance, and just pulsing. Working the legs. Into the last 5 seconds. Bit of a big one coming up next, so we've got some V-sits to do before the last one. So down onto your mat, V-sits, laying out flat if you can, tighten the abs, lift the shoulders from the floor, lift the heels from the floor, take the hands towards the toes. You want to take it down, bend the knees, lower the arms. Okay, entirely up to you. You might start off doing the full V-sit. As you go, feel yourself getting tired, and just drop it down to a lower version. Okay, last thing, up and down plank. Start on your high plank from your knees or your toes, trying to keep it as flat as you can. Lower yourself to your elbows, breathe in. As you breathe out, push yourself back into high plank. And repeat in your own time. You're trying to keep your hips as flat as you can so they're not rolling too far from side to side as you're working your way up and down from low to high plank. Just one more. Hold it there. Take a break. Mop your brow. Get a drink. Whatever you need to do. We've got one more circuit to do. Whew. One more circuit. It's all abs strength work this time. Same setup, 45 seconds per exercise, 12 exercises, but this time 6 exercises twice through. We're going to be doing a plain old plank. Bit of plank and pike, bit of roll down, hyperextensions, some more V-sits, and a bit of cobra, just to stretch the back out at the end. Alright, 9 more minutes of work. If you're ready to go, we'll get on. Plank position, high or low, on the toes, on the knees, entirely up to you. Just hold it tight, abs engaged, belly button pulled into the spine. Pelvic floor zipped up, pulled up tight. You just imagine you're trying to get into a pair of jeans that don't quite fit. You have to suck it all in just to get them on and get them zipped up. I know you all have to imagine that, obviously. It's never happened to any of us, has it? No, of course not. Just check we started, we did start the watch, we're all right. Plank and pike now. From your plank, push up into your pike, push your hips towards the ceiling, Get your ears between your elbows. Control, back into plank, hold it there, breathe in. As you breathe out, push up into pike. Control back to plank. It's all about the control. It's all about keeping the abs engaged. So when you come back here, you come back into a nice straight plank. Right then, roll down onto your feet. Rolling down to the mat, walk forward into plank. Close arm press up, push back up, into pike, onto your hands, standing up. If you want to take that down a bit, come down to your knees first of all. You press up, bring your hands in, push up off your knees, standing up. Entirely up to you how you do it. But keep repeating. Okay, hyperextensions. A little holiday for you. Come on, lying down. Have the hands in the cactus position. Tightening the back, lifting the shoulders away from the floor. Lifting the feet away from the floor. Don't pull too hard. You will get cramp and you'll regret it. Ten more seconds. A nice preparation for what's to come. So in a few seconds we're going over onto our backs and into V-sits. V-sits again, lying down. You've either got everything straight, then you're reaching for the toes, or you might have the knees bent and the arms low. If you're getting tired, or if you just want to take this exercise down a bit, make sure you're using your abs. When I say you're getting tired, if you find you're having to throw yourself up to get your hands anywhere near your toes, then you're getting tired and you can start to take the exercise down a bit. But take it over now into Cobra. Little bit of Cobra, hands in the cactus position. Lift the shoulders away from the floor. Just prop yourself there for a moment, let it all relax. Neck and shoulders back to the floor. Breathe in. As you breathe out, lift the shoulders again. Nice bit of work for the back. Repeat in your own time. Let's go again, back up into plank, on the elbows or the hands, on the knees or the toes, entirely up to you, however you're doing it. Abs are engaged, belly button pulled into the spine, pelvic floor, zipped up tight, hold it there. Keep breathing. Few more seconds. I'm going to do some plank and pike. So we're holding the plank position. Come up onto your hands if you can. Lift your elbows if you can. Push yourself into pike. Elbows between your ears. Pushing the pelvis up towards the ceiling. You should feel that working down the back of your legs. Controlling back to the plank position. Okay, onto your feet. One more time. Rolling down, plank, press up, pike, back to standing. Rolling down, into plank, press up, into pike, walk the hands in, standing up. Take it down to the knees if you wish, into plank, press up, come back up, bring the hands in, push the knees up into pike, standing up, keep going. No, don't keep going, we're on to the next one. Crikey, hyperextension, of course. Down you go, onto your mat. Tighten the back, lifting the shoulders away from the floor. Lifting the heels away from the floor, and you know we're getting all set up ready to go over in 15 seconds time. Do V-sits, we'll keep going with the hyperextensions. Come on, one more set of V-sits, see how you do. You might find you're getting a bit tired and they're getting a bit hard to do. Hold tight. Oh, we're getting harder. Just a few seconds to go. That's your lot. Over onto your front, into cobra. Hands in the cactus position, lifting the shoulders away from the floor, shoulder blades down into your pockets. Just relax the neck, breathe in. As you breathe out, control back to the mat, repeat in your own time. Okay, that's it. Take your time, come to your feet. There's no rush. Once you're up there, grab a drink, mop your brow if you need to. Make sure you haven't dripped on the floor where you're going to be cooling down. We don't want any slipping at this stage, do we? Are you ready? Bit of a cool down just before you get on with your evening. Left arm across the chest, ease the elbow in, stretch that shoulder. You've done quite a few press ups, there's been quite a bit of plank as well, so you've worked the shoulders hard, you want to give them a nice stretch. Just easing the elbow in towards the chest. Taking control of your respiration. Heart rate will be recovering already. Okay, swap sides. Bring the left elbow in, the left arm in. Ease it in towards the chest, stretching the right shoulder, sorry. I'm getting confused. Okay, relax out of that one. Left arm overhead, hand on top of the spine. Ease the elbow back. Just get a stretch going through the tricep in the back of the arm. Get your breathing under control, and when you're ready, just let that one go. Swap sides, right arm overhead, hand on top of the spine, ease the elbow back. Get that stretch going in the tricep. Just a few more seconds there, and we'll gently release it, and we'll do some leg stretches. So left foot in front, right foot behind, press the right heel into the floor, bend the left knee. Leaning forwards, you'll feel a stretch building in the calf in the back leg. Lean forward to get more of that stretch if you want it. And when you're ready, let's swap sides. Getting a good stretch through that calf. If you've been running or riding at the weekend, you might find that a bit tight. If you're in the gym yesterday doing calf raises on the calf raise machine, they might be a bit tight as well, it turns out. Okay, just relax out of that one. Weight on your left foot, lift the right, soften the knee that you're standing on, press the hip forward, push the foot into the hand, and just feel that stretch building in the front of the thigh. Push the hip forward, you'll feel the stretch going from the hip all the way down the quad, right to the front of the knee. And when you're ready, just gently release that one. Standing, weight on the right, lift the left. Soften the knee you're standing on. Press the hip forward, push the foot into the hand. Get a stretch in the quad on the left. When you're ready, gently release that one. Okay, we'll do a hamstring stretch. Right foot in front, left foot just behind it. Straighten the right leg, bend the left knee. Push your backside up towards the ceiling, and you'll feel a stretch building in the hamstring in that front leg. Breathe in. As you breathe out, just take the shoulders a little bit lower, just breathing into the stretch. Hamstrings get very short, running, riding, sitting, driving. None of them encourage our hamstrings to get long. Which is all very well, but of course when they're short, they also have a tendency to cause lower back pain as well. So it's well worth focusing on your hamstring stretches when you can, because you'll be helping your back out as well. Let's swap sides. Do the other side. If you want to lift your toe, you can. It extends the stretch all the way down the back of the leg, right from the pelvis down to the Achilles tendon. Personally, I don't, but only really because it hurts a lot and I'm concentrating on stretching my hamstring. That's my excuse. Okay, just relax out of that one. You'll need a mat now. We're going down to that lunge position. I think we'll go for a long one today. We'll work a stretch all the way through the pelvis. So a bit of distance between the feet. Lowering the pelvis towards the floor. Torso is nice and upright. Just lowering the pelvis towards the floor. And you'll feel that stretch throughout the pelvis. Ooh. swap sides. If you inhale, as you exhale, just see if you can go a little bit lower, just feeling the stretch radiating through the muscles there. And when you're ready, gently come out the stretch, lift yourself out of this, lift yourself up to your feet. Okay, we have the feet wide, bending at the waist, lowering the hands towards the floor, keep the neck soft, crown the heads pointing at the floor, got no tension in the neck. When you're ready, breathe in. And as you exhale, take the hands over to the right. Walk them back to the middle. Walk the feet in. Straighten the back. One bone at a time. Come up to standing. Take the arms overhead. Have a little stretch. Feet shoulder width apart. We're going to bend the knees. We're going to do some monkey swings. We'll have 5 today. Are you ready? Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up to standing. Arms overhead, onto your toes. Reach for the sky. Stretch everything out. Hold it there. Heels down, elbows down, hands together. Thanks very much for coming on a Monday. I hope you enjoyed that class. Bit of CV work, bit of strength work, slightly different class for you tonight. Those of you who are coming, I'll see you on Thursday. If not, I hope you'll see me next Monday. You're always welcome. Otherwise, enjoy your evening and I'll see you soon. Bye.